Rhodes Show. Turn up your mind.
Donald Trump is making another claim without any evidence, but this time the former president's words are sparking fears of violence. Over the weekend, Trump claimed he will be arrested tomorrow, indicted by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg for charges related to hush money payments he made to porn star Stormy Daniels. ABC News has not verified the claims, and Trump hasn't said why he thinks he'll be arrested tomorrow. His own spokesman said they have received no notice from the DA's office. Trump has acknowledged paying Daniels $130,000, a payment he allegedly concealed the final days of the 2016 campaign, violating election laws and falsifying documents. Trump originally denied any knowledge of the payments.
Did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels?
But his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, pleaded guilty to federal campaign finance violations in 2018, admitting to helping arrange the payment. Cohen tells George he's absolutely prepared to testify against Trump.
All the information that is needed in order to create the indictment, to get a prosecution and a conviction, is in the hands of the district attorney.
Bragg's office has not commented, but the DA told staff in an email obtained by ABC News, "We do not tolerate attempts to intimidate our office or threaten the rule of law in New York." Already, Republicans are rushing to his defense.
Another politically charged prosecution directed at the former president of the United States.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is even vowing to investigate the Manhattan DA's office, although he is saying that people shouldn't go out to protest.
I don't think people should protest this, no. And I think President Trump, if you talk to him, he doesn't believe that either.
What?
It's not clear what Kevin McCarthy is talking about there.
No, it's
Over
not.
the weekend, Trump twice, at least twice, called on his supporters to go out and protest what he is calling a political prosecution. Trump is also demanding that his potential rivals for the Republican nomination also denounce the Manhattan District Attorney. Most have, but one who has said nothing about this, at least not yet, is Ron DeSantis.
Be there. Will be wild. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So the rumor, according to the Trump camp, according to Donald Trump, who talks about himself in the third person when he talks about being indicted and arrested, I guess it's easier to be arrested in the third person. I don't know. And in all caps. I don't know. Is that he knows that he's going to be arrested tomorrow. He's going to be arrested tomorrow. Okay. First of all, a white-collar crime, which is what this would be, even if it's a felony, even if it's felonious campaign finance violations, even if it's a felonious, tax dodge, even if it's, business reporting, bad business reporting on a form, that could be federal too for, this is a white-collar crime, okay? He's not going to get arrested. He's going to self-surrender, if anything. And these lunatic, fringy people, I mean, I saw them on Reddit, and a lot of people were watching the language and the conversations on, the Rumble and the Telegram and the WhatsApps and the Reddits and all the... Let me tell you, they're all like, we need to go there. We need to get I don't even want to say it out loud what they were saying should happen to law enforcement who attempt to arrest Donald Trump, but it ain't pretty. And it's pretty final what they're encouraging and what they're for and what they think would make them a real American or a patriot or some such crap. I mean, and Donald Trump knows that. And so it's just so odd, that he would say he's not encouraging mob violence, or he's not encouraging any violence, or he's not encouraging his supporters or his grassy, rootsy people to do anything bad or harmful to law enforcement, when clearly he is. And he's never going to, this is not going to be, although it's a fantasy for a lot of people that Donald Trump get arrested. Well, first of all, how could they do it on Tuesday? They're going to have to go looking for little teeny tiny itsy bitsy handcuffs for his childlike hands. So it'll take some prep, right? They're not going to arrest him. He will be allowed to self-surrender. Here's what would happen, okay? The district attorney in New York, Alvin Bragg, and I'm not even discussing like whether or not this is going to be, I don't know, too much for too little, or if this is just the tip of the iceberg, and now everything is going to, be charged that needed to be charged, including the payment to Stormy Daniels, as a campaign finance violation. I don't know. Okay. So I'm not even talking about the substance of what might be in an indictment in New York. I'm talking about the procedure. If Alvin Bragg had decided that it is time to indict Donald Trump, or a grand jury decided it was time to indict Donald Trump, Alvin Bragg would get on the phone and he would call Donald Trump's lawyer, whoever that is today. I'm guessing it's Joe Tacopino, who apparently... I don't know, Joe. I mean, looks like you had some sort of a lip lift or something. I always told you, don't mess with your lips. It's not good. But he had something done to his face. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was a result of somebody, breaking his nose, smashing his face. I don't know, but he doesn't look like himself anymore. And a lot of people are pretending they don't know who Joe Tacopino is. I'm not one of them. I know who Joe Tacopino is, okay? And he looks really punched up. He looks different. He looks odd. He looks weird. But that said, so Alvin Bragg would call Joe Tacopino and he would say, okay, we have an indictment for your client. When can you surrender him? When can you have him in New York so that we can book him? When can you do that? And Joe Tacopino say, well, he's in Florida, or well, he's in Iowa, or well, he's in Waco. Waco. Donald Trump is literally going to do a rally in Waco where David Koresh burned his 83 followers and himself and children down to the ground. Okay. So, and then Joe would say, well, he'll be available to show up in New York maybe Thursday or maybe Tuesday or maybe Friday or maybe a week from Tuesday or maybe a week from Wednesday. And that's how it would go. That's how it would go. So this whole thing is obviously... it's just another one of Trump's get ahead of the story and plant the seeds of hatred and the victimhood card, play it all the way to the max. They're going to arrest the front runner. What did he say? He said they were going to arrest the front runner for the 2024 presidential nomination by the I don't know. Talking about himself he said the far and away, here it is, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former president of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week. Sure, because it's easier to be arrested in the third person. I don't know. But someday soon, he will be arrested. Someday soon he will.